If you don't build a brand, you are forcing yourself to sell every time. Don't you wonder why some restaurants are more successful than others? Why some denim brands are more known than others? And why some people that sell online courses make more money than others? This is the power of brand. In this video, I'll tell you why brand perception is important, how trust equals money, and how to build a brand. Let's start with perception. People buy based on emotions, belonging, and trust. So we today want to be part of groups. So if you think about how people buy on emotions, I'll give you an example. So if I see something today that make me look good or make me look cool or different or makes me look like I am more worthy, that's when I buy it. So it's based on an emotion. So like think of McDonald's. People buy McDonald's because they feel that they are cooler than the other people that buy from a regular burger place. And it's the same people actually. So these people, they go and buy burgers from a regular place, but they go and buy something from McDonald's, they feel something different. And I'll give you another example. Think of when you buy a nice car. Like I bought a year ago, 2 years ago, a BMW M2. And if you don't know what that is basically the highest category of the BMW 2 Series. And it is a super fast car. It's a performance car. And when I saw it, I felt like I'm going to be the coolest guy driving this car. So I bought it. And that's why people buy Bugattis, Ferraris. Of course, it's status, but it's based on emotion as well. When you sit in an M2 or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or Maserati, you feel something that you don't feel when you're sitting in a normal car. So that's the reason why people buy it. It's not based on price. We don't buy based on price. Yes, price is important. So I buy diesel jeans, for example, and a diesel jeans costs like $500. And I could buy a Levi's jeans that cost, on sale probably $20, $30. Huge difference. But I buy a diesel because of an emotion, because I feel like I belong to a certain group. I feel like people perceive me differently. So it is definitely based on emotion. And the second reason is that we want to belong. So when I drive an M2, I feel like I belong to a certain group, a certain class of people. That's the reality. That's how we are, at least the people that care about certain things. I know people, friends of mine, that don't care. I want my suitcase to be branded. I want my phone to be the newest iPhone, whatever. I want my jeans to be a certain type. I want to carry an Apple device. I want, everything to be branded. That's me. Not everything. But I like brands because I feel like I want to belong to a certain group of people. When I see someone wearing a diesel jeans, I feel like we're somehow similar. When I see people that have the same or similar tattoos than mine, I feel like they're somehow like me. And the third part is trust. I trust buying Macintosh, an Apple device. I trust buying a Shure microphone. Think about Dyson, for example. You buy Dyson immediately without thinking. But now I buy sometimes Chinese products for, let's say, my electric bike or for my whatever. Sometimes we buy stuff that are not branded. And what do I do when I want to buy something like that? I straight away. So I bought now yesterday stuff for my electric bike from Alibaba. So like things for the bike, like parts, like carbon fiber parts. What do I do straight away? I just go straight away and check reviews, and I go in and I read reviews, and I want to buy that fender, the carbon fiber fender that has the most reviews and that is bought the most, because I don't trust this Chinese brand. But if I want to buy a Dyson, I'm not going to go and check reviews and ratings about Dyson. I trust Dyson immediately. I go and buy a diesel jeans, I buy it immediately. And I remember actually now about jeans, I remember when I was young, back in Lebanon, there were these guys, they buy like fake diesel and whatever, stuff like that, right? Like from made in Turkey. And I remember walking in these shops and you buy a fake diesel for like, whatever, $20, $30. But you know what happened with these diesel jeans? These buttons just exploded. They vanish. They become bad after like a couple of times of wearing them. And that's the difference. I walk in today into a diesel store and I buy without thinking. That's trust. Okay? And so perception is extremely important. That's why brands invest so much money in these brand marketing activities. And that's the reason why it's important to build a brand. And if you are actually a B2B business like mine, how do you build brand? You build brand by winning awards. You build brand by posting consistently on social media. You build brand by showing your case studies and your testimonials and showing your client logos and so forth. That's how you build brand. And social media is obviously extremely important because you show not only your work and your credentials, but you also show the people that work at our agency in this example or at your B2B business. So building brand is extremely important. And the second part is trust. And trust equals money. When I trust Dyson, I buy faster from it. When I trust Diesel jeans, I buy faster from it. When I trust BMW, I buy faster from it. Today, there are so many Chinese brands. It takes time for them to build brand. Look at BYD. BYD, I think it's called BYD. I see now most of the Careem drivers, most of the Uber drivers are driving these cars. And I've been in them and they look good and apparently they're reliable. These taxi drivers, these Uber drivers, they've been driving them for 2-3 years and they say they're amazing. They're saying they're better than Tesla. They say they're better than Lexus. So now BYD, where they are today after 3 years of selling, is different than where they were day one. Day one, it was very difficult for them to sell. Today, easier. Imagine 10 years from now. Okay? So brand or trust equals more money. It increases your conversions. People look for you instead of you looking for them. So today, I've built the brand. I get leads because I've been creating content for the past years. I've been doing this marketing agency stuff for 12 years. I built the brand. BMW sell way faster than a Chinese brand because of trust, right? So people look for you. Today, we look for the M2s, for BMWs. Today, people are looking for BYD. 2 or 3 years ago, it was not the case. And then, of course, you can start charging more because they trust you. When I started the agency 12 years ago, the same social media packages that I sell today, I was selling 3-4 times less because people didn't trust me. So I had to discount my prices so they can start trusting me more. And the last part, how do you build a brand? By first positioning. Positioning is extremely important. Today, I need to position myself as the marketing expert, the business expert, as the trustworthy person so people buy from me or certain people buy from me. I position myself as this brand. And today, let's take Toyota as an example. Toyota has positioned itself as the trustworthy, reliable, affordable car manufacturer company. They didn't position themselves as the cool company, as the edgy company, as the creative company. They haven't. It's not them. And it's extremely important to you as a brand today to position yourself the right way, whether you are a person, whether you are a business. Why? Because you will start attracting the right clients, the ideal customer profile, right? What we call them the ideal customer profile, the ideal clients. Who are the perfect clients for your brand? Who is the perfect client for Toyota? Who is the perfect client for the M series of BMW? Who's the perfect client for Ferrari, for Lamborghini? Ferrari and Lamborghini, they have two different clients, two different ideal clients. And they have to position themselves differently. How they communicate, the colors that they use, the influencers that they use, the celebrities that they use, how they create their TVC, their commercials, how they advertise, where they advertise. So it's extremely important to know how to position your brand. Because when you know and when you get your perfect branding and your brand positioning, you're going to start attracting your ideal customer profile. So positioning is extremely important. The second part of how to build the brand is to be visible, because if you're not visible, people will not know you, people don't trust you, and people don't buy from you. And obviously, you need to be more visible. The more visible, obviously, the better it is. That's why we say, when you stop advertising, you start dying. My slogan is, the more you market something, the more it grows, and the opposite is true. It has visibility. And the last part to build the brand is consistency. You have to be consistent. You cannot market yourself for a month and disappear. You cannot run an influencer marketing campaign for a week and then disappear. You cannot run Google ads for 3 months and then disappear. You have to be consistent. And obviously, consistency is key, because the more consistent you are, the more visible you are, the more visible you are, the more successful you are as a brand. That's it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up so it reaches more people. And if you have any questions, as always, put it in the comments below or reach out to me or to my team on weareigloo.com. Thank you, and until next time.